Super Mario Land. Home to life-size Goombas and Koopa Troopas. A place of Nintendo magic and wonder. A beautiful retreat with many places to check out, such as the One Up Factory and Toadstool Cafe. Yummy. I've dreamt of going to this place for a long time, and now I finally can as I open up this envelope to receive my tickets. What the hell is this? I ordered 2 tickets, not 2 Game Boy cartridges. It's time to talk to the manager.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, I am so glad you answered. I found myself in a bit of a predicament, sir. I ordered 2 tickets for Super Mario Land, and I got 2 Game Boy cartridges instead. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't really find that very funny. I have the right to go to Super Mario Land with my imaginary friend Frank, and you can't stop me. You can't stop me because I am a beautiful, fabulous person, okay? And I would like to talk to your manager. What do you mean you have no manager? An Etsy order? Super Nintendo World? Oh shit.
Yeah, it's actually Super Nintendo World I was talking about. Whoops. Oh well, you twisted my arm, people. I guess I'm gonna have to share my experience with the actual Super Mario Land instead. So let's go. You can't talk about Nintendo without mentioning the Italian plumber that skyrocketed their company. Mario is everywhere and everything. Originally a creation of Shigeru Miyamoto, now a pop culture icon, he's been so many things. A doctor, a teacher, a role player, a partier, a brawler, a racer, a baseball player, an Olympic athlete, and now a movie star. They grow up so fast. Mario has evolved so much over time, been on so many different consoles. You'd think that by now, between shit like the Legos and new amusement park, that Nintendo would forget who Mario truly is deep down, but they haven't. Mario will always be that iconic plumber taking those shrooms. Whoa, far out, man. No matter how much changes, the original Super Mario Bros. Remains legendary. It sold more than 58 million copies worldwide and has been cited by many as one of the greatest games of all time. So how you translate this to one of the greatest handhelds of all time? The answer? Super Mario Land. This was Nintendo's first attempt at bringing the platforming classic to Game Boy. It was released in 1989 and served as a launch title for the handheld. Revolutionary. Mario on the go? This is perfect. Well, almost. Super Mario Land is similar to the first Bros in its look and gameplay, but the only issue is that it feels a lot stiffer. Mario isn't as light, his jump feels a little off. The absence of flowiness can make it frustrating when trying to plan jumps. For the love of God, Mario, please visit a trampoline park and learn how to jump again. Aside from the stiff jumping, Super Mario Land is pretty solid. It does a great job of replicating that classic feel on the Game Boy. As always, you go from level to level collecting coins and jumping on enemies, utilizing power-ups along the way. Very familiar on that end, however this game actually does a few things to separate itself from other classic Mario games. There's a chance to get a bonus at the end of each level and vehicle segments. Shit, am I playing a Mario game or a Spiral title? Am I right? This game goes beyond Mario driving a submarine though. The entire setting itself is strange. Usually we're in the Mushroom Kingdom dealing with Koopas and Goombas, but here we're going into pyramids and walking past spaceships, confronting bugs with spears and evil seahorses. Apparently we're in a place called Srirachaland. To add on to the absurdity, we're also saving Princess Daisy instead of Princess Peach. Wait, what? Mario saving Daisy? Oh no, I'ma have to break the bad news to my dog Luigi. Luigi, quit hopping on those Goombas, bro, and hop back on Tinder. Good game, but bizarre. Okay, it's not that weird, but it's just a little odd seeing Mario maneuver around these more traditional areas. I felt like I was playing a fan-made game at times. but I think this worked in its favor. It helped the game stand out. I think Nintendo realized this in its sequel because it just amps it up. I'm talking Mario in space, Mario inside a turtle, Mario inside Mario. Whoa, maybe you should pick a different spot, pal. Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins is an excellent sequel that improves on so many aspects. Mario's movement feels much more fluid, and the gameplay overall is less linear. You're able to bounce between stages and spin coins when you like. It's very reminiscent of Super Mario World with its art style and map screen. As expected, there's not much of a story. Wario took over Mario's private island. Wait, a private island? Who knew Mario had the stack? Anyways, you need to gather 6 coins scattered around the island to gain entry to Wario's crib. The locations are wild. Like the first game, these places are very unusual for a Mario game. One moment you're inside a beehive, and then in the next you're going through a haunted house avoiding ghosts and Goombas with hockey masks. There's also a little boss fight at the end of each zone. These are a lot of fun, and sometimes can be challenging. They always encourage you to try different methods, such as using the bunny power-up to get some air above the bird boss. There's a lot of freedom with this game. You can play the levels in whichever order you'd like. At any point you can go into this hut and gamble with your coins to take a chance at getting extra lives or power-ups. Together these elements make the game highly replayable. The same could be said for the first one. Both games are Game Boy classics that are very enjoyable to play through. If I had to sum up the significance of both, I would say that Super Mario Land 1 is a great translation of the classic Mario formula on Game Boy, and Super Mario Land 2 improved on the formula and gave players a freedom of choice. Well, that's all I got to say for the two classics. Let's hope now I can properly get tickets for Super Nintendo World.